I swear, all you have to do is legalize pot and prostitution, regulate them, tax them, deficit, bye-bye. Prisons empty. I mean, seriously. And why not? I mean, look at the locations that prostitution is actually legal. All of the quote-unquote sex workers, they live much better lives. They're much safer. They're clean. They're tested. Everything is taken care of because it's legal. They don't have to hide in the shadows. They don't have to trust some scumbag.
I know that Nevada,
except for Clark County, which is the funny part because everybody's like, oh, I'm going to go to Vegas and get a hooker. Well, Vegas is in Clark County. Prostitution is illegal in Vegas.
Yeah.
Everywhere else in Nevada, everywhere but Clark County, you can get a hooker.
Where else?
Amsterdam. There's other countries too. In the United States, I don't know of any place else. I believe there is. I believe I read somewhere that there's like 3.
I think there's
no place else as big. Like Nevada is like the entire state minus one county.
Yeah.
Other places it's like one county of the state it's legal and not in other places.
Okay.
But they always talk to these women who are in this line of business, and when they're in illegal locations and they're doing it because they're desperate and they have to, and they're being taken advantage of by violent, ruthless pimps that they know that what they're doing is illegal, so they take advantage of that.
Yeah.
There's no health benefits, there's no minimum wage, there's no vacation days, anything like that. It's when they are regulated, when it is something where they can be out in the open per se, it's much, much safer for everyone involved, for the people partaking in the product as well as the people producing and selling the product, I suppose.
Have you ever watched the HBO series about the Bunny Ranch in Nevada?
I think I saw an episode of it.
I think it might.
No. I didn't. No, I take that back. I think I saw an episode of Real Sex where they went there.
Oh, okay.
So I didn't see the actual show that just focuses on that. Though.
It's actually kind of interesting because they have all the they don't call them actors, or they're just the different ladies and their profiles, and then you see the gentlemen that come in, or the women that come in, or whatever, and they kind of do like a showcase about them and tell their backstory and all this different stuff.
Right.
It's kind of interesting. And then the owners and like their history with the company and all that different stuff. So,
but you know what they do say when the prostitutes do get arrested by the cops? The prostitutes turn around and go, "You're not the boss of me now."
I don't think they say that.
Yeah, I do. Have you ever been a hooker that's been arrested?
I can't say I have.
Yeah, exactly. So you don't know. So you don't know.
That's why I'm not commenting.
Don't judge.
I'm not commenting on it.
Don't judge me. Don't judge me, bro.
Yeah. Matthew's like, I've never been caught.
Bro, I ain't judging you. So, wow. Should we jump into show notes? We just want to
we did touch on one of them. I had Better Call Saul in there.
Okay. You better call Saul if you get locked up for prostitution.
They did say
I will.
They did.
I should do a cameo on there. I think cool. AMC. I'm just putting it out there. Look, I'm a very funny guy. I'm going to be doing some stand-up soon. I'm going to try out for SNL. I mean, I should be on Better Call Saul. I could be like his first client.
There you go. And they did say in this article I was reading on Deadline.com that evidently they are intending this one to be more of a comedy drama than a drama with a little bit of comedy. So it's not going to be like Breaking Bad where it's drama with a little bit of comic relief. It's going to be mostly a comedy with a little bit of drama, which is
really funny because like if you watch some of the episodes of How I Met Your Mother, Saul's in it, like he plays like Marshall's boss. But then I rewatched Monkey Bone, which I haven't seen in like a long time, and then you notice people, and he's like he's a doctor in it, and you're just like, wait, what? So it's just kind of funny to see.
Speaking of AMC, I did when I was in California, I did meet one of the writers for Hell on Wheels.
Oh yeah.
And did you be like, hey, you wanna be on the podcast?
No, I didn't. I apologize. Very nice man, and
ABC man, always be closing.
Well, I did not ABC on that.
You know what, Matt?
You did slip one of your business cards through the door at the Nerdist headquarters, did you not?
ABC.
You know what, Matt?
1, 2, 3.
You know what Matt has to say to you, Eric? You're not the boss of me.
The thing about it is my wife.
This is the name of the Tonight Show.
My wife was like, "Do you want to get a picture in front of the Nerdist sign?" And I was like, "No." Like I didn't want to like bring attention. I was just like, I'm just here. I'm there. So she took a picture of it, and
that's it.
That's it.
That's all you did. You didn't even slip a business card through the door.
I didn't do anything, dude. I didn't do anything.
That's messed up, man. Yeah. ABC always be closing. We're always looking for good guests on the show.
Speaking of ABC, Jimmy Kimmel's show, which is on the ABC network. Did you guys hear about this? Jimmy Kimmel punked the internet. Now, I did not even hear about this or see it.
Oh, you didn't see it?
I will say this, Jimmy Kimmel, you didn't get me. You didn't punk me.
No, this was genius because I saw the video and I was like, oh my goodness. I had no idea it was a hoax.
Yeah, and most people didn't. It got, 9 million something views before he revealed it?
So then when I heard that it was Jimmy Kimmel behind it, I was like, oh, that is freaking awesome.
Yeah, he called into the Adam Carolla show and he was talking to him about it. No, that's what Adam said, too, because Adam's like, I didn't even see this. This is my horrible Adam Carolla impression. Now, I didn't even see it, happening, and, I was with Dr. Drew on Loveline, and I'm Adam Carolla. I have a book, and, he didn't punk me. Nah.
Well, I didn't see it online because I don't actually spend a lot of time on YouTube just watching things. It's usually only something that pops up on my Facebook or something like that. But one of the guys I work with had told me, he was like, oh, did you see this video? This girl catching herself on fire trying to twerk against the wall. I'm like,
yeah.
What? And then so the next day, I was like, oh, yeah, I should probably try to find that video or whatever. And when I searched for it, the link that came up was epic twerk fail video turns out to be hoax. I was like, what? Yeah. And so I pulled that up and I was like, and they've got side by side on the HollywoodReporter.com, they've got the original video, which shows her. Basically, it's this girl dancing in her room, whatever. She's got the best part is he's got this glass coffee table with a bunch of candles on it. And then so she's dancing around. She goes and turns up the stereo. And then she decides to do this handstand with her feet up against the door and twerking, whatever the fuck that is. And then her roommate or somebody opens the door and knocks her over. She crashes through the table, which in retrospect, now that I know that it's fake, you can, it's just out of frame when you see that, so you don't get the full effect out of it. So it's like, okay, I get it. And then you also don't see her actually catch on fire until she jumps up and her pant leg's on fire and she's freaking out.
Well, which is funny because when they were talking to Jimmy Kimmel, he's like, so how many takes did it take? He goes, it took us 3 takes just because we only had 3 glass tables.
So we stopped. Did they use sugar glass?
I don't know what they used. I think they used, because the woman who did it is a stunt woman.
Okay.
And they had her nylons. They put it with the flammable stuff on it, so when it does catch fire, it doesn't really burn anything. Just kind of burns off the material and stuff. But yeah, it was very ingenious. But the funny part about the whole thing is he also told he had 3 groups of writers come up with different ideas for this. So there's 2 of them that have not yet been viral yet.
Oh, jeez.
Because he's trying to do a contest with his writers or whatnot, whoever gets the most hits or whatnot. But he doesn't even know if they're even going to do it now because this one was such a big thing.
Deal.
So, but yeah, I thought it was very funny when I heard about
crazy.
this. So yeah, it was just crazy.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing that these things get out there and everybody loves to see somebody fail. If it had been a skit on his show, it would have gotten a couple of laughs and people would have been like, whatever. But no, because they think it's actually a person setting themselves on fire while trying to do a stupid dance, it gets 9.3 million. It got 9.3 million hits before he revealed it. Yeah. I think I looked at it the other day, and it was at 11 million something.
And it's so funny because that's true with everything. Because that was that girl who was trying to teach girls how to curl their hair or whatnot, and she sets her hair on fire or something like that. So it's anytime anybody is failing on the internet is when,
especially if it involves fire.
So it's just funny because Pat and I were actually talking about this on All White Tukey. It's we did a lot of stupid shit when we were growing up, and it was only if YouTube was back then that we would have been this huge thing.
How awesome would that have been?
Because there's this thing we used to call, which I got to bring it back. It was called Jackie Channing. Now what it is it's when you do your own stunts, basically. But the Jackie Chan thing we'd always did was roll over the roof of a car.
Oh, okay.
So you'd be I'm going to Jackie Chan this bitch, and then you would go home, do over the thing. I can't really show it because we don't have cameras because Aaron is not complaining because we obviously don't have a guest in the thing. So, yeah, but 2 things that happened when we pulled Jackie Chan, and again, this has been a perfect YouTube video. Pat gets out of my buddy's car. We're dropping him off back in high school, and he's all I'm going to Jackie Chan this bitch. So he rolls, but be fair, if he wasn't wearing his backpack, would have been a successful Jackie Chan roll. But
would have been awesome.
But instead, his backpack decides to take out his side mirror on his car.
Oh, jeez.
And then I did it one time. My brother was like, hey, let's go to the store. I'm like, all right, I'm going to Jackie Chan this thing. And it just rained. So I literally go, and my hand just slipped, and I just fall off the hood of the car ah!
See, me and my friends used to do things like...
You need that banana peel sound effect.
We did a lot of playing with fire. We were little pyros when I was growing up, especially because we lived in Flagstaff. There was nothing to do except set stuff on fire.
Fire.
With a bunch of trees around, because that seems smart.
Well, yeah, we would do things like we were trying to... We had discovered the trick to making a nice little fireball with flour. You know how in flour mills you have to release your static before you go in because it's basically aerosolized, and if one catches on fire, it ignites the next one. All of a sudden, you've got this instant huge fireball.
Yeah. Wait, why am I just hearing about this now?
So what we would do is we'd take some isopropyl alcohol, pour a little pool of it on the ground, light that on fire, and then we'd throw a handful of flour down like a couple of feet away from it, so it would create a cloud that went over the flame and go. We'd get this nice big fireball. So we decided, we're like, how could we make a fireball bomb with this? And so we took like those little, when you put those machines, you put the quarter in, you get the stupid little piece of crap toy.
Yeah. You get the containers.
Yes. We got those containers. We just chuck the toy.
Again, why am I hearing about this now?
And so we were trying, we never made it work. To be fair, we never did make it work, because all we had to work with was some gunpowder that we had literally pulled out of shotgun shells. My buddy, his dad had this Foot Locker in his garage that was just full of shotgun shells. Yeah. Just loose shotgun shells, not in boxes, anything. Just this entire thing just full. There had to have been thousands of these things. And so we would grab handfuls and take them apart, play with them. We were stupid. But, because we would be like, oh, we're out of BBs. Oh, let's take apart one of those shotgun shells. So we would do that, and then we'd be like, hey, look at this. What's this? Gunpowder. Yay.
How old were you?
Took 11, 10, 11.
No, he was 28. He's mentally handicapped.
But so we would take
flour.
We would take this little plastic container, we put flour in it, and then we took a tissue paper like a Kleenex and put gunpowder in it, and then put a little one of those ladyfinger fireworks. You know what I'm talking about? The little one, the itty bitty one.
Yeah.
For like
Wait, are they called ladyfingers or are they called black cats?
I think there's a brand name, so I think it could be either, honestly. Because I thought it's just a little one. Okay. Well, it's not the ones that you get in a big old string.
No. I know what you're talking about.
But it's just the individual ones.
Yeah, because I remember...
I think the black cats are actually bigger. These are the little ones.
Okay.
These are the ones that just barely make a pop. But,
so you would just light the end of it?
So, we'd pack the firework into the tissue with the black powder, and then we put that in the thing of flour, and then put the lid on with a little hole cut in for the wick to come out.
Right.
And so then we would light the wick and throw it, and it would go pop. And we'd be like, that did nothing. So then we tried okay, now we're going to take, we were really experimenting here. We would take little plastic baggies, put isopropyl alcohol in it, and we added that to the mixture, maybe that'll get a little bit more fire going. Still nothing. We could never get the explosion. We got a little bit of fire, but we never got the explosion. The other thing we loved to do with fire was that there's pine needles everywhere in Flagstaff.
Yeah.
Especially when they dry up. Mm-hmm. Those things light up like nobody's business. So we would make big old piles of pine needles. And then we built match launchers.
Well, Matt, they're always pining for you.
If you take a wooden clothespin, you know the ones I'm talking about with the metal spring attached to them?
Yep.
You take those apart. If you flip it around, a little bit of duct tape, put the spring just right on there, you can make a launcher for those strike anywhere matches. You put the match head in, and it goes, it flicks it, lights it, and shoots it.
Okay, before you go any further, why the fuck aren't you MacGyver?
Yeah.
Because all I know how to do is burn things. That's all.
Well, you never know. You could be in a place where it's we got to set this place on fire, and you just come walking out
hello.
I can finally contribute to the team.
You're just a pedestrian walking by, and it just sparks your ear.
Oh,
I can help.
You want something set on fire? I can help you with that.
That just sparked an idea.
Yeah, we almost got caught one time too. We were trying to build another bomb again. Basically, we were essentially all we really.
So what you're telling me, Eric, is you're a Canadian terrorist.
We weren't trying to hurt anybody or blow anything up. We just wanted to see the explosion and the fire.
We're going to take over. We're going to take over Flagstaff, eh? Us Canadian terrorists are going to win. But don't worry. You guys can all live in peace. We're not going to really hold you hostage. We just want to set some pine needles.
Can we just have this area?
We just want to have this area
set on fire.
Set on fire, okay?
And if when we burn it down, could you just bring us some more stuff to set on fire? That'd be great.
That'd be great. Thank you very much.
No, but we would take we took glass bottles, we poured isopropyl alcohol in them, and then used tissue paper or a wick or something to try to. Isopropyl alcohol, by the way, does not burn fast enough to create an explosion. I'm sorry.
That's what my wife up in Utah, when they were growing up, they used to do. They used to do Sobe bombs. but they put gasoline in there.
See, gasoline ignites much. Well, the gasoline vapor specifically.
And then they
you just put a little bit in the bottom
and shake it,
close it up, and shake it so it releases the vapor in there, and then you.
Now, talking about bombs and stuff, have you guys ever done dry ice bombs?
I have in school. So in a controlled environment.
In a controlled environment.
Very small ones, very, very small ones. Barely enough to...
while Matt was out drinking and getting laid in high school, we were MacGyvering dry ice bombs. This is where you go to the store, buy a block of dry ice.
We were plotting to blow up guys like